Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, this is good and bad news for the WNBA. I gotta tell you, it's getting them a lot more publicity, but it is kind of wrecking some of the games. There's kind of a thing that has started going on now where fans are throwing these very large fluorescent yellow adult toys onto the court during the games.
Oh, it's caught fire, has it?
It has caught fire, and it's becoming a bit of a thing. It all started in the Atlanta Dream versus the Golden State Valkyries game last week. There was a fan that threw a very large fluorescent green, yellow, whatever it might have been, rubber dong on the court, and they zeroed in on it and zoomed in, and they're like, oh, good heavens. And it definitely startled some people that were there watching, so that kind of threw a lot of people off with that. And it happened again in another game. This was during the Dreams game against the Chicago Sky on Friday night. An official quickly kicked it off the court, and it was picked up. Just to let you know, the fan who threw the original one out, they have actually caught that person and arrested them.
Hey, so what are you in here for?
They say throwing any objects onto a WNBA court will be ejected, and the person will face a minimum 1-year ban. But it's gotten so bad that some of the players like Sophie Cunningham had to tweet out, "Stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us."
Yeah, no, fans will be ejected out of the stadium.
There they are.
So, conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
The WNBA is doing it to get publicity.
Because there was an arrest, I don't think they are, but you could look at it from a side. As upset as they may be and how they say this is unfortunate, it is getting a little bit of attention for the league.
Look, it's giving you an opportunity.
Yeah.
I would lean into this. No, obviously, you don't want to promote it, but right. I would maybe just take this time to get some PR with your league. Figure out a way that everyone's comfortable with and get some PR out of this in a way to make it even bigger.
You might not want to have fluorescent adult toy night and hand them out to the fans.
No, exactly. We don't want that, but there's a way you could turn this in. You could lean into this.
Okay.
It's a hard situation.
It is a hard situation. You're right. What are you going to do here? Well, a man in Lincoln, Nebraska, if he got to a WNBA game, he could be trouble because he was found in a park bathroom with meth and his genitals were showing. And they said he also had a whole slew of sex toys laid out all around him.
Was he at a WNBA?
You would think he might be a big WNBA fan. That might be what they just walked in on.
Yeah, I've noticed with just, I love body cam footage. I notice people on meth don't make great decisions.
It does seem to affect your judgment.
Yeah.
I haven't done an official study on that, but just from the stories that I've been reading, it leads me to believe that it might affect your judgment.
My opinion is not scientific, just more of a gut instinct.
Well, I'm not sure how you compare meth to cocaine, but boy, we got plenty of the cocaine. In fact, in Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys, there was a mariner that found about 50 pounds of disco dust just floating right there in some square groupers.
Wow. So I always wonder if something happened in the water where they had to get rid of them. They think the cops are on to them. Or
yeah, a lot of times they got to dump them, or they could just fall off the speedboats too. It's possible.
Good point.
That seems careless.
That's not my drug dealers.
I think usually it would
I'm not promoting again.
Right.
I'm saying
they don't give up.
If I was in a drug cartel,
ain't no quitter.
I would want better drug mules getting my product.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
And in Walton County, about $500,000 of cocaine washed ashore on a local beach there. Some really interesting footage. It's amazing what cops have to do on their job when they're in Florida. There was a cop in Jacksonville that went viral for fishing a small gator out of a pool. The people who owned the house were very thankful, but then he took so much care, he took the gator, put it in his back seat, and buckled it in his patrol car just to keep it safe. So he's very understanding in that. Here's a little audio from his camera.
I got you. You're fine.
Not real happy.
You're Superman. Not a lot of tape.
You go. Wow. Obviously, you grew up here.
Yeah. Well, I'll load them up in the back of my car. Okay. And I'll take them to a pond that doesn't have any residential.
Sure. Thank you very much.
I mean, that is a Florida boy. He took that thing, put it in his patrol car, took it to a pond where there weren't residents, and then took it back out and put it in the pond.
That is not his first rodeo with a gator.
No,
No way.
He knew his way around it.
Way too comfortable with that thing.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that epic battle between the shark and the stingray at Panama City Beach over the weekend?
No.
It was close to the shore, and people were like, oh my gosh, it was an epic, kind of like something you'd see on, one of those Discovery channels when they do Shark Week or something like that.
A British narrator.
It was.
The stingray then attacked the shark. Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, the footage is pretty nuts if you're watching KVJ TV. There's a Florida woman that tried to smuggle 2 turtles through airport security at Miami International by hiding them inside her bra. Thought it would look kind of like, boobs. But, they caught her, and unfortunately one of the turtles, I don't think, made it because of it. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
My gosh.
There's another crazy video, just another day in Miami-Dade. There was a guy who was on one of those Rascals. You ever seen those scooters they got for the old people?
Oh, yeah.
He's going the wrong way in traffic, and the cop is having to try to chase him down.
So is that guy going through something, or was he just confused?
He was on the side of the road, and so I think for him, he's just like, this is how I go home, man. Leave me alone. But the cop wasn't having it. So the cop was chasing him, going the wrong way against traffic on the side of the road.
So I didn't see it. So in your opinion, was the cop wrong or right to do what they did?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. There's a lot of people that are on these smaller motorized vehicles in South Florida, and they just don't obey any kind of traffic laws whatsoever. They feel like because they're more mobile that they can go wherever they want. No, you can't do that. I'm like, I get it. You're on a Rascal, and you're like, I'm old. I should be able to go. But no.
Dude, it's weird, man. People on bikes, especially couples that drive bikes together.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bicycles.
Right.
They are kind of annoying and unbearable. In my personal experiences.
I hear you, yeah.
They're vocal. They think they own the entire whatever they're driving on. And it's like, you guys are fighting with yourselves, too. You're bringing your terrible marriage into my world now.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's more like you just never know what you're going to see when you're out in South Florida. You just never know. That's just crazy. Well, there's a Florida man that's been convicted of marrying 3 women simultaneously, and each were unaware of the others. His name is Henry Betsy Jr. of Jacksonville. He got 2 years probation after admitting to bigamy. The women who say that he targeted them for money are now advocating for a statewide marriage license database to close legal loopholes that allowed the deception. Now, he didn't get any jail time, but he has to undergo mental health evaluation, stay off social media and dating apps, and have no contact with his former spouses. That's kind of crazy. He was just marrying everybody that he could.
Is it illegal if everyone, let's say you've got 5 people and they all want to get married together?
Yeah.
Is that illegal? And if it is, why?
Like they want to marry each other, or they want to get married at the same time?
It could be whatever scenario you got. You have a guy that marries 4 women, or a woman that marries 4 guys, and everyone's cool with it.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
The law does not.
Bigamy laws, yeah.
Is that for
don't allow that.
Tax reasons or moral?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why they've established it. I guess you just thought, like, we're going to save you from making the worst mistake of your life. Like, being married to one person is challenging. Being married to 4? What are we talking about?
Could you imagine having 3 wives?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, my God.
Couldn't imagine 2. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
You're right. Could you imagine having 2?
No. That's absolutely insane. What are we doing here? Come on, man. What are we doing? So I think that's why it's illegal, just so to save us from ourselves.
Got ya.
Mm-hmm. And search and rescue team in British Columbia were called about a man that was yelling in the woods. They thought maybe he was in distress, and they could hear this faint yelling, but they couldn't make out what was being said. So they sent crews out there to find him. And when they found him, it was a guy that was just camping singing Nickelback songs.
Huh.
They said he was singing loudly and had no idea other people in the area could hear him.
Now, is Nickelback, are they pumped about this story? Because people are talking about him.
Yeah, I mean, a guy that just loves your music so much that he's got to belt it out the top of his lungs. I think it's ultimately good for Nickelback.
I agree.
That's a pretty positive story.